Dear students, in English, many letters can be silent in certain situations, such as when two letters combine to form a new sound, those two letters are called auxiliary silent letters. I am reading this text from Intermediate First Year English. Please take this text and please follow this lesson. Page number 230, 230. We are discussing in this video regarding types of silent letters. Types of silent letters. So this particular chapter is very important for your pronunciation. Okay. So in this, I am going to read out the text. Later we'll get back to this description. Here, two important things: auxiliary silent letters and dummy silent letters. This video features firstly these two concepts. Under auxiliary silent letters, CH, TH, SH. Examples: character, think, wish. And when letters are left unspoken, they are called dummy silent letters. Example: P in psychiatry, W in right, M in mnemonic, H in vehicle. Well, you could see this under types of silent letters. There are two branches. The first one is auxiliary. Remember the spelling: AUXILIARY. Auxiliary silent letters. DUMMY, dummy silent letters. Let's take a look at the auxiliary silent letters. We have some examples: CH, TH, SH. In the examples called character, think, and wish, we can find these letters. Actually, in each box, you could find two letters. Let's take a look at this description. Two letters are combined to form a new sound. From each two letters, we have one single and different sound. Let's take a look at this character. It forms k sound, and here th, and here so this one, excuse me, sha sound. Okay, so when two letters are combined to form a new sound, that particular description or segment is called auxiliary silent letters category. And next to dummy silent letters, when letters are left unspoken, how in this particular word this is pronounced and spoken, this P doesn't have any role. Similarly, in WRITE, right, W doesn't have any role. And mnemonic, we don't say mnemonic, it's just mnemonic. And H, vehicle, vehicle, we don't pronounce H. But in Telugu speaking areas, and mostly always, we hear vehicle, vehicle, even it is written in Telugu also, which is not acceptable since we are learning very deeply and paying a lot of attention. And this is necessary to change ourselves. So let us not say vehicle from today onwards. Let us say vehicle, vehicle. So from this, what have we understood? We have seen under types of silent letters, two categories: auxiliary silent letters and dummy silent letters. Under auxiliary silent letters, two letters are used to form a new sound, such as character, k, f, and sha. So, character, think, and wish. When letters are left unspoken, some letters do not have any role, but they are still written, and this is the description. Examples: psychiatric and right, mnemonic, vehicle. Patterns of silent letters. Patterns of silent letters. Under patterns of silent letters, A can be A. The letter A can be silent if the words have ICALLY. If the words end with ICALLY. In these three words, how will you pronounce generally? Basically, musically, logically. But according to the theory, we cannot say like that. We have to say basically. What is happening? A goes missing in the pronunciation. Basically. Similarly, musically and logically. So let us stop saying basically, a long kind of word. Please don't just prolong your pronunciation. Basically, musically, and logically. This is very important concept. of silent letters under the patterns category on the letter A. Now let's take a look at the second one. Two letters are discussed in this particular portion of the video. E. It has three important theories. 1, 2, 3. Now let's see clearly, examine and understand with which we can make out the scope of these silent letters and where they go missing and how they are used. First one, E can be silent at the end of your word and makes the internal vowel a long vowel. E can be silent at the end of your word. At the end of your word, look at this: Bible, cycle, hid, hide, sit, sight. This is sit, sight. Now, at the end of each word, there is a letter E, and this letter actually is not pronounced. It is silent. So we don't say Bible, it's Bible. It's not cycle, it's a cycle. It's not hid, hide, it's hid, hide, sit, sight. In each example, we do not observe any prominence of this particular letter. Clear? Let's take a look at this point. It makes the internal vowel a long vowel. Where is the internal vowel? You could find internal vowel here. I and I, and this is the observation that we make. Internal vowel becomes a long vowel. And coming to the second theory of E, if E is the only one at the end of the word. For instance, he, she, we. In these three examples, E is present, but what is happening? It is not silent. This should be observed clearly. This is quite against to this. Here, the last letter E becomes silent, whereas in this context, the last letter E is not silent. If it becomes silent, there would not be any utterance. We cannot say, we will have to say only one alphabet, H. Just because E is present, it will become he, she, and we. So, E is not silent in the context of these pronouns. This is very important. Counter argument of this particular point. Let's take a look at the third one. The third category of the discussion under E, silent. E is silent with words ending with ed, past regular forms. Past regular forms. We form want. For instance, want. Base verb. Wanted. Wanted. In this context, we have looked, asked, played. This is how we usually say. But we cannot say like that. We have to say, because these ed forms become silent. We have to know this point. And very clearly, if you really have to get good marks in the examination, please pay attention to this. Here, E is silent with words ending with ed. Then, how will this word pronounced? We have to use this consonant at the end. E is silent, ed force. Then lookd. How do you say looked? Probably you can say k plus t. How will you say t? T. This comes like that. Looked, asked, and it will mostly come by like st. As st appear in the pronunciation, how would we say asked, 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 and played, played? So these are the three important discussions and theoretical aspects of E and A under patterns of silent letters. Dear students, here in point number 3 under this discussion, I is silent in parliament, business, friend. Business. Parliament, say we don't pronounce this I here. Parliament we say. And business, it's not busyness, but in Telugu it is written very badly, busyness. But there is no I sound here, it goes missing. So business, business. Similarly, friend, I goes missing, it is silent. So friend. These are the three important observations on I. Next 4. O. O is silent in these examples. YOUNG, young. So no prominence for O. Similarly, trouble and cousin. So this letter among these three examples is not pronounced and it goes missing. Next, U. U is silent after G. U is silent after G and before a vowel. Look at this point. Before a vowel, it is silent after G. Where is G in this example? Here G. So um, after G it is U, and in this colleague it is this U, and here U. So how should we pronounce these words? It's guitar, 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 and colleague, colleague, colleague. So colleague, tongue, tongue, and we don't pronounce U. And there is another extension for this. U is also silent in adverbs ending with ULLY. For instance, successfully. But we don't say fully, we say just half. That means we need to trim it successfully, like fee and this, like this. How do you say successfully? And carefully. This is pronounced carefully, carefully, and this is wonderfully, wonderfully, and this is silent. This here it is silent. Here it is silent. So, friends, it's an interesting topic, in fact, and regularly we use English. We never think it's very important like this, and we try to pronounce from the beginning to the end the entire word with so much of stress. Maybe we should understand we have word accent and a sentence intonation. That means a sentence accent, where usually we have rising tone and falling tone. These two tones are there. That we understand when we discuss the suprasegmental features under phonetics category in the area called linguistics. So these words in this particular portion of the video, letters such as I, O, U have been very clearly described. Watch this part if you haven't understood. Take the textbook with you, keep writing down all the necessary points, try to represent in your book. This will be helpful before the exams and you would understand the theory. Watch this video repeatedly to make sure that the stuff goes into your mind, and that's really an effective learning. Today in this video we have seen the types of silent letters. The types of silent letters, particularly two types: auxiliary silent letters and dummy silent letters. We have seen the theory behind these two branches. Next, patterns of silent letters. We have discussed five different patterns. Please do refer to the video and have the textbook with you, and do not discontinue learning grammar once you start. There are two advantages. There will be an immediate relief for you in the examination to score the best marks, and it will also perhaps give you an extra feather to your cap as how you can deal with English in the future. And don't stop speaking in English. Keep speaking in English. This is the important tool for you to prove yourself. All technical students, management students, as well as employees in some organizations, and people who plan to move to a foreign country must fix the grammar and its related issues. We shouldn't have um, any issues regarding grammar because it plays a major role. The native speakers would easily identify how we speak. The foreigner is always a foreigner. In fact, we may not be able to become as effective and accurate as the native people are, but still we can try to be better and to manage with our regular communication. Lastly, let me give you this suggestion: hard work never fails. People usually say hard work is rewarded and laziness is punished. It was said by G.K. Chesterton, an English writer. What does it mean? Hard work is rewarded and laziness is punished. We are bombarded by so much of technical gadgets and so many videos, so many WhatsApp messages. We do not know how to manage with the time, and we give less importance to the important tasks and prominence or else great importance to the less important aspects in life. Maybe the successful people do not do this. We have to be selective. We have to be selective. We know that we cannot get away from this rut of so much of glamour around, and we don't know sometimes how we need to manage with these influences. But be wise and make use of the time. Exams cannot be ignored, and don't be very silly about your learning. If you have the good foundation in your academics, wherever you go, whatever the job you might plan today, obviously at the end of the day, you would land in a very coveted position. You know what coveted stands for? Please do remember, COVETED. Coveted means a very decent job which would give you buckets of currency. You might say, NMR sir, there is no buckets of currency concept these days. All are number based currency. Do you say that? Well, at least you would get a fat salary. Can I use like this? Fat salary. So no one wants a thin salary, less money. We want more and more, right? So if you want good salary and want to be successful, please do listen to the good people and the good guidelines. Take the best guidance from the experts. Always be alert about yourself. Thank you so much.